What's up everybody, Brady Figuel here coming at you with another video, and today we are going to be discussing the best rock and metal singles of September 2024. Getting right into it, I decided I'm going to start these videos with my song of the month, I guess you can call it, and in this case, it's got to be The Mother of the Earth and I by Tremonti. Just one of the darkest, moodiest, murkiest songs that Mark Tremonti has ever written or recorded among all of his bands. The single greatest part about this song is the heavy emphasis on mood and emotion. The production and the guitar tone just equally complements that so well, how the guitars kind of shimmer, but they still have that darkness to them just because of the notes that are being played. Mark also delivers a very just bone-chilling vocal performance on this song. There are again some subtle prog elements and some off-time qualities in the chorus, much like the first single, Just Too Much. So stylistically, this Tremonti record's already looking to be a bit different than what he has done so far, which I think was much needed. But seriously though, this song, this goes to show that when Mark decides to kind of focus more on mood and just full-on songwriting as opposed to just being more of like a flashy lead player, the results could be outstanding. And this song, literally because of its mood, gives me chills every time I hear it. I also really enjoyed the third Myles Kennedy single off his upcoming album, The Art of Letting Go, which actually drops tonight, Miss You When You're Gone. This song is just so warm sounding, and I mentioned in my reaction or my quick track review for it, it manages to invoke a sense of nostalgia in me. And it's weird because that really only happens when it's a song that I have an emotional attachment to because of something that I associate it with timing-wise when it came out. But this song just hit me with just this huge wave of nostalgia, even though it's a new song, and that rarely ever happens. It is a bit more Alter Bridge-esque than the first two singles, which are a bit more Slash-sounding to my ears. So that might be why I like it so much, because Alter Bridge is my favorite band. But again, Myles' vocal performance on here and just the melodies the song spins are just absolutely phenomenal. With these two songs, it's just awesome to see two of my favorite musicians putting out this good of material, and two songs that are so different from each other too. That being said though, this month was also an awesome month for deathcore. The band Shadow of Intent released a new song called Flying the Black Flag. This was not a band that I had previously listened to, but being a big Halo fan, I'm shocked I haven't at this point. It's funny because similar to Tremonti, this song does have a very heavy emphasis on mood, but with this obviously way heavier stuff, it's complemented by some just absolutely brutal moments on here. There's some awesome guttural death growls as well. And the song is just a fresh take on deathcore. It's not that deathcore that just all breakdowns and just brute force brutality the whole time. There's some real nuance in this song with its structure, with its, again, some subtle changes in time signature here and there. And I really enjoy how technical this song is, while still maintaining that, again, deathcore brute force. And another song I'm going to give that exact same compliment to is Whitechapel's new song, A Visceral Wretch. This song, in my opinion, kind of took their more brutal, their more straight-up deathcore roots and combined it with their more technical, more structurally adventurous endeavors that they put out on their last couple albums, honestly. Which again makes for a very refreshing take on deathcore. I love the versatility in the vocals from Phil as well. There's some awesome vocal layering and some sick breakdowns. So I guess again I could kind of pair these two songs together in a sense that they are similar stylistically, but they're just really refreshing the deathcore scene right now, which in my opinion has been a bit stagnant in recent years. And I guess these next two songs I can kind of talk about in tandem as well. The first one being Spiritbox's new song, Soft Spine. I did mention this in my quick track review for this song, but I really, really respect how Spiritbox, despite the fact that they could easily become a straight-up octane-core or butt rock band because of just where they are in the scene and the platform they have, they could easily do that, yet they're still choosing to put out music like this, which is just uncompromisingly heavy and in your face. The song really shows off their hardcore roots a bit with its stomping main riff. Those guitar slides also make it sound a bit more modern. There's that super groovy, bouncy verse riff that I love. Courtney LaPlante's vocal performance on here is outstanding. This is probably the best she's ever sounded on a Spiritbox song, and it's sung completely harsh. I also really enjoy her vocal delivery when she says that main line, which is "You all deserve each other." I could see that being iconic as this song gets old. And there's also Jinjer's new song, Rogue, the second single off of their upcoming album, which will be out early next year from the sounds of it. A bit heavier of a song than the first single, Someone's Daughter, that I talked about in my August video. Again, just Jinjer's formula works so well for my personal tastes, their mix of groove metal and prog. A perfect example being on this song, those more proggy off-time breakdowns that kind of just keep you second guessing. I will say this song probably has my favorite lyrics out of all the songs I talk about in this video. Obviously talking about war, and they're more social commentary oriented about most likely the Russia-Ukraine war going on now. But again, the instrumentals on here complement that feeling so well with those like eerie guitar riffs that kind of just squeal in the background. While, of course, lead vocalist Tatiana Schmeilich shines as a vocalist on this song. Again, this is a song that is sung completely harsh, and she really gets up there in her screams, which sound awesome. And then kind of mixing it up a little bit with this next one, the Polish black metal band Arkona has 2 new songs out. And it's Prometeus in particular that I find myself really latching onto. This song just has everything I want out of a black metal song. It's not too, like, over the top with its length and its bells and whistles. It just really focuses and hones in on those dark, depressing, evil moods. The song is atmospheric without losing its, again, instrumental intensity. And I really like the production, too. Actually, a lot more than the other single, Necropolis, I believe it's called, just because the drums on the bass drum sounded so clicky on that song. But this song, I don't get any of that. Maybe because there is a bit more blast beats going on, so it might be, just a bit lower in the mix or not as emphasized. But I'm always looking for black metal in particular that fits my specific needs and wants out of it, because there isn't much black metal that does that. The band Paleface Swiss released an awesome new song called Hatred that just brings to mind old Iowa-era Slipknot combined with modern hardcore, with its frantic drumming and the frantic rapid-style vocals. It sounds absolutely awesome. This song is just relentless the whole time. I also really enjoy the contrast between, again, those more fast, rapid-style sections and the more sludgier, doomy stuff. Like, about halfway through is where that big shift really happens, and the rest of the song is just much more looming and intimidating sounding. And the song ends with a really simple but effective breakdown section that, again, just feels like it's towering over you. And lastly, we have the song Detonate by the band Halo Effect, which is literally just old members of In Flames forming a band and making music that sounds like old In Flames. So if you're an In Flames fan like I am, this is right up your alley. If you're an In Flames fan, this song is just absolute ear candy with its like pulsating main melodic riff in the chorus, which I think sounds great. Those more rhythmic verses. Despite melodic death metal being somewhat of a limiting genre as far as styles that could be easily identified as melodic death metal, this song manages to have all those mellow death tropes yet still sound completely fresh. And even though I do still enjoy a lot of In Flames' more modern material, this song is fucking awesome. It's just awesome. It gives me like everything I would want to hear if In Flames did go for more of that classic sound again. Lead vocalist Michael Stan sounds awesome on this song too. I just reviewed the new Dark Tranquillity record actually, and I gave it more of a mixed review. So if you're into this style of music, this melodic death metal music or Dark Tranquillity, definitely check out my review of that album. But that about does it for this video, the best rock and metal singles of September of this year. Hit the subscribe button if you would like to see more rock and metal related content. I got lots of album reviews on the horizon. I'm doing my top 10 albums of every year up until this year. I'll be doing videos like this every month. So if any of that sounds interesting, definitely hit the subscribe button. And thank you very much for watching, as always, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.